I got an email recently asking me to reboot this project for getting Fresno musicians and artists exposure. So here we are, with a review of One Half Test Reset by Pronoia.
Fresno Music Radar.
This 3-track EP is brought to us by guitarist and vocalist Nathan DeRod, drummer Connor Bonstein, and engineer Zach Reed. The tags written are punk, experimental rock, hardcore, math rock, and post-hardcore. Personally, I think the sound warrants a Sasscore tag as well. I had no expectations going in, of course, so I was really impressed with how tight these recordings are. They're locked in. They're super locked in. I'm really happy about that. It's always nice. The first track is called Sync, and it introduces us to Pronoia's many idiosyncrasies. The guitar and the drums sound kind of like they're dancing, like the instruments are dancing. Nathan DeRod's vocals kind of sound like a healthy balance between Josh Scoggin and John Mess, if you've heard those people. And if you haven't heard those people, he doesn't sound like them. I really like the ending of this track. It reminds me of the Dillinger Escape Plan at the end of Hero of the Soviet Union. It's like da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na. You know that one? No? Okay. It's one of my favorite track ending sections. The second track is called Rare Breed, and it starts off with it might be my favorite of the three. It starts off with like eerie chromatic guitar swells that are eventually incorporated into like a gospel-y disco break. Sometimes for a while, the bass will take less of a back seat and really drive the rhythm forward, and I really like that sound. They also use what I'll call 2-measure 3/4 reset rhythm. It sounds like da 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 da. You know, there's a little skip there. I like that rhythm. I've used it in a song once, during a time of mental unwellness. There's a snare roll that transitions seamlessly into the final track, offensively mid. I was super into it for the first half, but to be honest, past the minute and 20 mark, like a minute and 20 seconds, it sounds a little rushed or unfinished. Like there are times where the drums just sound a little less sure, more hesitant. Overall, a super solid set of songs from Pronoia, and I would love to hear more. A couple more small notes. I think that the listeners would appreciate access to the lyrics while listening, and maybe if the vocals were like half a decibel or like 1 decibel, somewhere between there, if they were just that much quieter, just that little amount, I think it might add to the replayability, like the re-listenability of this, of the sound, because the vocals are like the harshest part, the harshest aspect of the sound. I am officially impressed with Pronoia's EP. That's it for the review, and so I'm going to give a few shout-outs just to some projects I found that are notable, but that I don't have enough to say about. The first shout is going to be Peppercat with their Dark Belly Full of Rain. It's not a diss, that's what it's called. It seems to be completely independent. She makes everything herself, except maybe the artwork. It's hard. As someone who tries to do that all the time, you gotta make some shortcuts. So the mix does suffer from one person writing music, itis. I experience that a lot, making music, and yeah, without collaborators giving you input on the mix or doing the mix, people helping out, your ears get tired and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's pleasant. It's a good sound. She has a good voice. It's like indie electronic, some indie rock stuff, some shoegaze stuff, some pop stuff, fun stuff. There's also stuff. She also describes her feelings around creativity and the social aspect of creativity and the marketing of creativity. We've also got a couple of my friends. We've got Knuckleball. My friend Spencer's in there. They did a split release with Lavish Youth, Unlikely, and Mindless Society, all from here, from Fresno. It's called Hometown. It's got 2 tracks. It's another indie rock, math rock type thing. I think if you enjoy math rock, you'll enjoy it. Check it out. And then we got Nonfiction by Central Pacific State Beach. This is actually the return in this series. I mean, the first 2 episodes of Fresnick Music Richter, they're like episodes -1 and 0, let's say. And I've reviewed their music before. It's like it's not actually out yet. It's releasing August 15th, but there are 4 tracks that you can hear, and they all differ a lot in sonic quality. I wish Ray the best. They said that this is their last music project for a while, if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, check it out, Nonfiction. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you check out the music. It's all going to be linked, obviously. I'll definitely be doing this again. I already have 2 other albums in the pipeline. But yeah, it's good. This is going to be pretty much the format. Maybe it'll tweak a little bit. It's going to be a review and then a couple shout outs, and then we're good. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out, Fresno. Like the instruments themselves are like. No, we're not doing that. We're not